To be honest, I think Paulie Walnuts would make a terrible Don, and I'll give you 5 good reasons why. Oh, could Paulie be a decent Don? As a Sopranos fan, I wonder about this every now and then. To be honest, I think Paulie Walnuts would make a terrible Don, and I'll give you 5 good reasons why. Oh, by the way, if you think Paulie would make a decent Don, be sure to write in the comments. Now, our top kicks off with Walnut's largest weakness, namely, Paulie Walnuts is a shitty strategist. It is best illustrated by the case between Paulie and Johnny Sack. To put it in a nutshell, Paulie is not happy with the situation while doing time in the penitentiary and believes that the Jersey crew is neglecting his fellow man, Walnuts. My guess is that Paulie expects to get a visit as well as help with the money, but both are his own wishes. In the criminal environment, nobody in their right mind would visit a fellow criminal behind bars. Their chat might be taped and then used against them in a lawsuit. Besides, why attract attention to yourself? You may have seen in the movies how gangsters visit their colleagues behind bars, but in reality, it is extremely rare. Even Johnny Sack, while behind bars, used a relative as a contact between himself and his underlings. Johnny's brother-in-law served as a back channel for communication with Sack. But Johnny is the boss, not just a capo like Paulie. Then why does Walnuts demand to be treated differently? A perfect example, well known to us all, is Henry Hill, co-author of The Goodfellas and the main character of the movie. He was played in the movie by Ray Liotta. So, as Henry says, when you're behind bars, forget about any help from the street. No one will help you. You're on your own. During his incarceration, the only person who cared about Henry was Karen Hill, his wife. She brought him food and various drugs that Henry managed to sell within the prison walls, which allowed him to live a relatively comfortable life in confinement. Well, after Paulie makes a grand move, deciding to whiten the heel of Johnny Sack and Carmine Sr., he begins to leak insider information to New York. This way, he plans to get a position in their family. Some might argue, but he hasn't said anything serious, has he? Indeed, he didn't. Paulie kindly shares Ralph's joke with Johnny Sack, and it almost gets both Cifaretto and Johnny himself dead. Plus, it brings a lot of trouble for Tony Soprano, who has to protect the interests of his men and crew. Plus, through Paulie, Johnny becomes aware of a real estate scam, allowing the Lupertazzi crime family to demand their share. I think if Johnny had pointed the finger at Walnuts, Tony would have arranged to have the mole killed, and that would be that. Besides, it turns out in the finale that Sack has been tricking Paulie the whole time, and Carmine has no idea who Paulie is.